Think your last name is just a label you sign on forms and forget? It isn't. If your surname appears on this list, you're not simply Scottish by heritage. You're connected to a specific clan, a specific stretch of territory, a specific set of allegiances, and in most cases a battle that either built your family or nearly wiped it from history. 10 surnames, 10 bloodlines. Stay until the final name, because it was so dangerous the Scottish crown made it illegal to carry. Number 10. McMillan. We start with a name that sounds gentle, ordinary. The Mac is the Gaelic for son of, and McMillan comes from MacMillan, son of the tonsured servant. The tonsure was the shaving of part of the head as a mark of religious devotion, a man who belonged to the church. So this is a name born not from battle but from faith. Clan McMillan held lands at Knapdale on the west coast, with Castle Sween as their seat. And one famous son carried the name quietly, the actor Robbie Coltrane, born Anthony Robert McMillan. Number 9. Fraser. This name arrived in Scotland as a foreigner and became one of the most powerful Highland clans. The origin appears to be Norman French, possibly from Fraise, the strawberry, which still appears on the Fraser coat of arms. But it's a later Simon Fraser who carries the darkest story. The 11th Lord Lovat was the last man in Britain executed by beheading in 1747, convicted of high treason for his role in the Jacobite Rising of 1745. In his final moments, a nearby stand packed with spectators collapsed, and Fraser is said to have burst out laughing, an episode sometimes credited as the origin of the phrase, laughing your head off. Number 8. Armstrong. One of the most literal names in all of Scotland, from a Middle English term meaning exactly what it says, someone strong in the arm. The Armstrongs became powerful border reivers, raiders along the Scottish-English frontier, and by the 16th century could field over 3,000 men. After the union of the crowns in 1603, the crown crushed the border families, scattering many to Ireland and then to North America, which is why one of the most famous names in American history is Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. Number 7. MacDonald. This name once ruled a kingdom inside a kingdom, from MacDonald, son of Donald. The line traces to Donald, grandson of Somerled, the famed Norse Gaelic warlord, and his descendants became Clan Donald, one of the largest and most influential in Scottish history. They held a title that set them nearly apart from Scotland itself. Lords of the Isles. They ruled the Hebrides and the western coast with near-sovereign power, a Gaelic kingdom within the kingdom, until the crown absorbed the title in the 15th century. Number 6. MacLeod. This name comes from the sea in the north, and carries something no other clan can claim. It means son of Leod, from an Old Norse word, and this clan carries Viking blood. The founder was a Norse Gaelic chieftain of the 13th century. Their most iconic stronghold is Dunvegan Castle on Skye, home of the chiefs for over 800 years. The clan's most treasured possession, though, isn't stone, it's cloth. The fairy flag of Dunvegan, said to have been woven by fairies and to carry the power to save the clan in its hour of greatest need. Number 5. Anderson. This name belongs to the patron saint of Scotland himself. It means son of Andrew, from the Greek for manly or brave. It spread widely because of devotion to Saint Andrew, the country's patron saint, which means Anderson likely arose independently in many places rather than from one ancestor. Number 4. Wallace. This name belongs to the most famous patriot in Scottish history, and its meaning is a surprise. Wallace comes from an old term meaning the Welshman, or the foreigner, used in medieval Scotland for someone of Welsh or Brittonic origin. The clan is bound to Elderslie, the supposed birthplace of William Wallace. The foreigner's name became the heart of Scottish independence. Number 3. Hamilton. This name climbed higher in rank than almost any other clan in Scotland. Its earliest known ancestor is Walter Fitzgilbert of Hamilton, who pledged loyalty to Robert the Bruce during the Wars of Independence and was rewarded with lands in Lanarkshire. Fitzgilbert is Norman French for son of Gilbert. Walter is considered the founder of the House of Hamilton. They became Dukes of Hamilton, and their seat at Hamilton Palace was once the largest non-royal residence in Scotland, and one bearer crossed an ocean into legend, Alexander Hamilton, founding father of the United States. Number 2. Macintosh. This name announces leadership in its very meaning. It comes from the Gaelic Mac and Toisig, son of the leader or son of the chief. It's believed to originate with a 12th century figure named Shaw Macduff, second son of the Earls of Fife. Because Shaw was known as the son of the chief, the Toiseach, the name Macintosh was born from his title. The clan became a leading member of the powerful Clan Chattan Confederation. Number 1. MacGregor. And here's the name so dangerous the Scottish crown made it illegal to carry. It comes from MacGregor, son of Gregor, from a Greek name meaning watchful. Clan tradition holds that the MacGregors descend from Gregor, said to be a son of Alpin, a supposed king of Dalriata. Another of Alpin's sons was Kenneth MacAlpin, who unified the Gaels and the Picts to forge the kingdom of Alba in 843, the seed from which Scotland grew. If that origin is true, and it's debated, it would give the MacGregors royal blood from the earliest kings of Scotland. Their motto reflects that pride. Royal is my race. The MacGregors were outlawed again and again, and the name itself banned for much of the 17th century. Families forced to abandon it or face death, their fierce independence turned into a crime. One member became legend anyway, Rob Roy MacGregor, the outlaw whose name could not be erased. 10 surnames, 10 clans, leading back through Highland mist, border raids, Norse warlords, and royal dynasties. Your name was never just a label. It's a clan, a stretch of territory, a set of loyalties people fought for, fled for, and in more than one case died for. Some began with a sword, some began with a shaved head, a strawberry, or a chieftain at the edge of the map. But everyone survived, carried across oceans by families who left with almost nothing and refused to let the name die with them. If your surname was on this list, somewhere in your blood is a story that started in the glens and never fully ended. So drop your surname in the comments and tell me which clan your bloodline comes from. And if you know the story your family carried out of Scotland, say it, because those stories deserve to be heard.